Hello, hello, hello. This is Attorney Mike Gravel coming to you from Chicago. As usual, I woke up motivated. I was doing all the things I was supposed to do. And then Denise Ropon sends this to me. I can't not do it. I was trying to behave myself. I was trying. But then this happened.
Have you ever had a failure to appear?
Possibly. Oh, man, I got to get together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm assuming that's a yes. Okay.
Jeanette, can you scooch back so I can see you?
Yes.
Thank you.
For starters here, we've got a little switcheroo. It's the mom not paying child support. And you'll see, although it's usually the other way around, moms don't like to pay child support much either.
I don't believe anything's changed with your address, correct?
No, nothing's changed.
Any new employment that we should know about?
CMAT.
What was that?
I still work for Centria.
All right, let's see. We'll take up file 2014-52600, Jeanette Alvarez and Anthony Miniker. Both are here via Zoom. Folks, I'm the referee of the court assigned to handle these matters. At the conclusion of this hearing, I'll make a recommendation that will become a court order. Ms. Alvarez, you have the right to have an attorney represent you if you wish you can hire one, or I could appoint one for you, or you can proceed without and represent yourself. What you'd like to do?
Okay.
Ma'am, did you want a lawyer or did you want to represent yourself?
That's fine. I mean, usually we just go about, unless you recommend, I mean, who would you recommend? Would we have to come back?
Well, I can't make a recommendation, but I don't have a lawyer here right now, but she's usually
We
available.
can just proceed then. We can just
What's that?
proceed. So we can
Proceed?
proceed.
All right.
Yeah.
Ms. Evan, do you have an update then?
I do. Ms. Alvarez has a monthly support obligation of $267 child support.
This judge has just come on my radar recently. He's a really nice guy, but he gets the worst cases. I mean, his batting average is huge for just outrageous hearings. It's not his fault. It's the people who come before him.
$18 medical support for a total of $285 per month, with $50 ordered on arrears. She currently owes the defendant $13,994.98. The state $1,014.86. Fees $757. Total owing $15,766.84. Last payment received was a $700 bond, March 22nd, 2021. $200 January 8th, 2021, and a $300 bond August 6th, 2020. She does have prior contempt. This is a failed to comply issued January 13th, 2020.
Yep, just because the audio is not very good. She's 13,000 and change in arrears, and they list a few payments they've gotten, but every last one of them is off a bond. In other words, she makes no voluntary payments. It's just when they pick her up and put her in jail.
90 days for a $2,500 cash bond. She was lodged in the Nuevo County Sheriff at the Nuevo County Jail January 13th, 2023 on a district court charge.
All right. And ma'am, do you agree that you owe the amount stated by friend of the court?
Yes.
All right. Now, you've not made payments in a couple of years here. Why not?
Usually before that it was withdrawn from my checks.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, but if it's not, then you have to pay. It's been going on since March of 21. That was a bond. I guess the last,
Yeah, you see, I got the file in front of me, and what you're saying doesn't, well, it doesn't make sense.
regular payment you made that wasn't a bond was a full 2 years ago, in January of 2021.
Yeah. I can make a payment once I get out. I have a paycheck coming.
That is
All
the
right,
problem.
well, you would need to make a $2,500 payment in order to get out, I guess is the point here. You've been lodged on this warrant with a bond of $2,500. Can you post that?
Not from here. I mean, nobody's even answering the phone. I can't even get phone calls.
Yeah, she plays this gambit. I can't post bond unless you let me out. Well, you see, posting bond is how you get let out. We've come across this before. We've got a whole scheme set up for this.
No one's been answering the phone.
Answering the phone where?
My parents, my grandparents, my roommate. I can't even get commissary.
So you can post 2,500. You just need to get a hold of somebody.
Possibly. I don't know if it can be reduced or if that's I just don't want to sit a whole nother year on child support when I could get out and pay it.
Well, it wouldn't be a year. It would be 90,
I mean,
days.
I sat 45 days less than 6 months ago on the same thing. So I'm asking to please get out as soon as possible so I can go to work or cash my check that's coming and give it to you guys.
Ms. Evan, did she do a 45-day stint recently?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I did.
Ooh, she just did 45 days. She is not learning lessons.
I was released in June.
Looks like April 25th of 22. She was in front of you. The warrant was discharged, 45 days imposed, $1,000 bond. Pay her to, when released, pay her to make payments.
All right, so that's not 40. That's not 6 months ago. That's more like 9 months ago. But do you have any amount that I guess what amount can you post, and why can't you make payments on a consistent basis?
Within the next probably 2 weeks, if I was released, I could make payments. Right now I'm being held on a bond until court February 8th unless I bond. So I released February 8th regardless.
Oh, thank you.
And at that point, I would be able to start making payments. I could make $300 within a couple days of being released. A definite.
Right, but how much, I guess you probably don't know. How much could be posted to get you out?
I don't know because I can't use a bondsman. I'd have to ask my family. So, I mean.
Oh, hang in there, people. This gets better. First, Dad gets to say a few words, which is fun.
Mr. Miniker, do you have anything you want to say today?
No, not really too much. This is just a constant. She never makes her payments, and it seems like she always says the right things with you guys. I'm not trying to be a dick, but she always says the right things, and she always gets her sentence reduced, and she always gets what she wants and gets her way every single time. She's never gonna make her payments. I'm just never gonna happen. I don't know what else to do, honestly. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't gonna come to this thing today. Just nothing ever changes. It hasn't changed in years. I mean, like on the line, it says she's 15 grand behind instead of 13,000. I mean, what do we do from here? I mean, can I make her sentence longer? Because from what I understand in the state of Michigan, you can make it a felony over 10 grand.
Yeah, there's a felony non-support, that is something that the Attorney General pursues in Michigan. Well, our prosecutor here in Owego County doesn't pursue them, but the Attorney General does for any county payer that is in the state of Michigan. You can go to the website, there's a form to fill out, and then they'll consider filing those charges against her. And it's a felony. It's they base it on the amount of arrears and their ability to pay. So that's how that started. Ma'am, where are you working at?
I have employment through Centria.
Century what?
Centria Healthcare.
How long you been working there?
2 years now.
How much do
I
you make
have
there?
I would say my pay rate's around 13.
13 an hour?
Yeah,
How many hours you working?
not enough. But I'm trying to go back to work and work more hours.
It's not funny.
What's not enough? That didn't tell me anything.
Um, 20 to 30 hours.
I love it.
So it might not be enough in your mind, but it's enough to make your child support payments, right?
Correct. And that's what I'm trying to do that.
Well, you're not trying hard enough. Like I said, you haven't made a voluntary payment in 2 years. Pretty much.
And we've had an
the whole time
income
you've been
withholding.
working. What's that?
We've had an income withholding order out to Centria since January of 21, but we've never received anything from them.
I know. I need to make the payments online. I reviewed that with one of my caseworkers the other day and went online. Like my cell phone, if they went in my property, it's still open where I was about to make a payment the other day. So, I mean, I'm trying to make an effort here, but I can't do it from here.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're not making
promise
the
to pay
effort.
within a certain amount of time of leaving, within a week of leaving, after bonding out or whatever. I mean, I just don't want to set a whole 40 or 90 days. I don't want to ruin the whole year. I miss my kids. I have more than one child. I have 2 teenagers.
Well, you have the ability to pay because you've been working at the Century Healthcare place. You've been working there for 2 years, just about the same amount of time since your last payment. Income withholding has gone up. Bottom line is it's your responsibility to make the payments. You have sufficient income from which to make the payments, and you've not done so. The 90 days has been imposed. The $2,500 bond, you stick with that order at this time. 90 days, $2,500. You do have the right to accept that sentence, or you can reject it and have a hearing with the judge, and have a hearing with the judge if you wish. Do you know what you'd like to do?
Okay, you said 20 or 2,500?
90 days or 2,500. The sentence
Don't make me do
that was imposed. You can accept that, or you can reject it and have a hearing with the judge. You know what you'd like to do?
Will I still have a bond if I reject it?
If you reject it, the order would remain in effect until the judge hears it. She'll hear it just as soon as possible.
I mean, Ottawa always puts it at 17 to 20 days for my other
Okay.
2.
This is
So
no way.
I don't know, so I can get back to work if you could do 2,500 or 20 days. So I can,
You do 0 days if you post 2,500.
I know, but if I don't make that 2,500, I don't want to end up sitting 90 days.
All right, the negotiating part is over. I've imposed 90 days, 2,500. All I want to know is if you want to accept that or have a further hearing in front of the judge.
I'll accept it.
Okay, you're all set
I
then.
don't know what else to do. I don't really want to sit 90 fucking days. I mean, I have a fucking paycheck waiting at home to get cashed. I work for fucking SEMA. When are they gonna apply it to my fucking child support? That's what I want to know. I want to know when my kids are gonna be fucking safe. When I have to stop asking Muskegon County to fucking protect them. Okay? Because I communicate with you guys. I communicate with the courts. You guys sit in Johnny Gonzalez's and talk to me. I wonder why I'm just sitting here when my kids aren't safe.
So I just want to double
Why
check.
am I fucking so stupid?
You accepted the sentence, correct? You did not want a hearing with the judge?
I accept the fucking sentence.
Hick, it's a double rainbow. Hey, Cal, look at that. It's a double rainbow.
Well, there you have it. I would not lie to you. Thank you, Cal Murray. I think that's solid advice. I don't think she's going to take it. Oh, good Lord. That judge couldn't have been nicer too. I mean, he did call her out in the gentlest terms. Yeah, but I mean that needed to be done. She just wanted to be let out of jail without paying anything. You know, she kind of has a history of not paying. They're not just making this up. Like, you know, we have reasons to not believe you at this point. You just did 45 days in jail, and the only thing you paid was your bond to get out of jail on that occasion. Nothing since. So yeah, you know, that's where we are. I literally did not plan this today. I was going about my stuff. I saw it, and I thought I've got to do it. It's just so Law Talk with Mike. I am probably going to do a late night one today, which is a little different in that all the litigants and the judge and the attorneys all act normal. So it's kind of off brand for me. But it's a big divorce out of Washington State. And the facts, the case, and the law itself are really, really interesting. So I'll probably do that tonight. But that's a warning. It's not we don't get a freak out like this. We don't get a freak out like this. But thank y'all for coming out. I'll see y'all soon.